So now is the time on Sprockets when we do the stupid interview. Okay, welcome back. Sherry, we got to see you sing a bit there. Where's that voice come from?
Way down.
Really? Yeah, it must. Yeah. And some of the people were really impressed here when they were watching. The floor director asked how long you've been singing.
Well, off and on since I was a child.
Isn't that wonderful?
In the shower, the bathtub, wherever. Yeah. Song's always been there.
Are you mostly a blues singer, or what kind of singing have you been doing?
I wouldn't limit it to just blues.
Yeah. You were in a rock band before, around the area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Several years ago.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Jim, well, we got to hear Ward on sax. Didn't see him, but we heard him. And we also goofed a little, and we caught the tail end of one of your monologues, Jim, at the beginning of this.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you if you would care to do that monologue for us now live, so that we could catch it. It's about what a relationship is to you.
The monologue?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now?
Now.
Live?
Right now. Yeah. In front of all those millions of viewers. Yeah.
Anna and I will be sitting in a restaurant, having one of them discussions about ending the relationship. At that moment, she seems like the only woman in the world for me. A golden light shines around her head. I long for her absolution, her tender lips on my burning eyes. But the instant we make up, I mean the very second we agree to give it one more try, the waitress is miraculously transformed from the Wicked Witch of the West to Ingrid Bergman. Now all of a sudden I can't take my eyes off the waitress. She'll be this tremendously talented artist who, although possessing deep tragic flaws as most artists do, chooses to fight through her pain for the sake of her art, expressing the spirit of the times through the pulsating movements of her brush. We'll marry in Ireland, buy a small, quaint cottage with a thick grass roof surrounded by emerald green hills. There, each in our separate studios, we'll work diligently on our art forms till the withdrawal of being apart another second overwhelms us. Then, as if reading each other's thoughts through the walls, 3, 4, 5 times a day, we'll rush into the main room, run into each other's arms, and slowly sink to the floor, drugged with passion. Time measured by which window the sun chooses to tickle our naked bodies. I don't know about you, but that's a relationship.
Jim Masudo on relationships. The applause are coming to
Works for me.
I think that's a relationship too, don't you?
Works for Wardell.
Yes. All right. We're going to break away now, if we're ready with the tape, to a short video selection. And no, we're going to stretch this interview out a little bit first. Okay?
Stretch.
No matter how painful it is, we're going to stretch this, which is a good opportunity for me to pick on Sherry a little more.
Oh, great.
Because
What about Wardell? You haven't picked on Wardell?
she's prettier.
She is prettier.
Who is prettier, Ward or Sherry? Okay, how long have you and Jim known each other, worked together?
Tell the story, Sherry.
Tell the story. Yes.
Well, let's see. The first time I met Jim, I was in college, and actually I'd lived in Boulder for a summer, moved away, went back to school at the University of Iowa, and a friend of mine and I decided to
Don't
visit
mind the pig. That's
back
just
to
a pig.
Boulder for spring vacation, and we went to see Jim Masudo playing up at the mezzanine, and we were very stoned and kind of hiding in this back corner. And at that time, Jim used to carry this spotlight with him to his gigs, and he just happened to pick on me that very night as I was kind of like sinking down below the tablecloth there, and that's how I first met Jim. And later on, we kind of hooked up, and
Strange things are happening while you're telling this story, Sherry.
yeah, I noticed that. Well, it's just part of that.
I didn't think we
Looks
wanted
like
to.
you've been shot.
Yeah, well,
We didn't want to pick on you.
the hole's a little high.
Go ahead, finish this exciting
So
story.
anyway, we hooked up later, and when Jim found out that I was an actor, he asked me to do a show with him at Naropa, and that was about 3 years ago. And it's
So the
developed.
first time we had met was maybe
was
10 years ago.
Almost 10 years
Almost
ago.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, it's really a nice act. Now I'm being told to wrap up this segment of the interview, and we unfortunately had to look at this pig during a large portion of your story.
It's okay.
I want to remind people that I did say I was going to pig on you, didn't I? Okay. We're having a Name That Pig contest, and you can send your ideas to Stigmata Productions, P.O. Box 17493, Boulder, Colorado, 80308. And you can also send video selections, your own short video films or films on video, and we may show them here on Visions from the Edge. And send those to Stigmata Productions, P.O. Box 17493, Boulder, Colorado, 80308. And right now we're going to see one of those short films, one of the films that we like to show. Let's see the film now, and we'll come right back after this.